How are we doing? Today we are doing a full body flow session. We're gonna go ahead and get started in a few minutes here. I wanna give you guys a chance to hop online. I just got back from a run, so this is gonna be it's not really a workout, it's just a less structured session. We're gonna stretch it out. It's not yoga, it's not like that per se. I can't really focus on it, you know? I can't get through a yoga session, I can't stay focused, I get more stressed out when I'm sitting still. So today we're just gonna go through some of my favorite full body stretches. If you have done a workout today, if you've been working it this week, even if you've been sitting still and you're just feeling like you need to move your body, you gotta put it in motion, you gotta just get the limbs, get the joints going, you know? That's what we're gonna be doing today. So we will be getting started in the next few minutes. Don't do that, cough into your elbow. I'm not dying, we're fine. But as you guys hop online, let me know where you're tuning in from, what you got going on today. Have you worked out today? I don't know. I feel like everybody's schedule is like out the window. It's gone. We parted ways with the workout schedule a few weeks ago. Things have just been all over. It's all right, it's chaotic, it's fine. It's Sunday, we made it through another week. How are we doing? Where are we tuning in from? Tell me, where are we tuning in from? These emojis, that's not a location. Unless there's a place I'm not aware of. Maybe there is. You show me on the map. What?
I think they can do flag emojis, right?
Yeah, these are like not flags. Let's see. Yes, this video will be saved, and later today I will be releasing the live stream schedule for this upcoming week. I will be streaming again every single day. I'm actually looking to add maybe a few extra sessions. So if you've been liking these, there will be more. We have Cape Coral, Florida, Long Island, Calipas, New Mexico. Yeah, so we will be streaming again every day this week. I am gonna be adding some more sessions. I did put a question box up on my story last night, so if there's like more stretching, a specific area you wanna target, like let me know, that's up on my story. You can just post your requests there, and then I'm gonna get together a calendar this aft and probably email it out, so just keep an eye on my story for that. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get started. Like I said, today we're just doing a chill stretching session. These are like the stretches I'd probably be doing anyways. I just got back from a run, so we're gonna be going top to bottom. It's not slow yoga, we're not just breathing together. It's kind of weird. We're just gonna go through the motions, go through the stretches, get our body feeling good. I need to target all my areas. All right, guys, so we are gonna go ahead and get started. Like I said, it's not a structured session. We're just kind of going generally from our upper body down to our lower body. This is perfect for if you have been sitting a lot, if you've been a little bit more sedentary than usual. If you've got like upper back pain, neck tension, any of that, we're gonna get through it. All right, so hit that heart button or whatever you got there on your screen if we're good to get started. And we're gonna go ahead and kick things off with some upper body stretching. All right, so yes, good. I think we're seeing it, we're all good to get started. If you're doing this workout with me, let me know. And like I said, the replay will be left up, okay? Just to take, I'm gonna cut it off at 20 minutes today. So we are gonna go ahead and get started with some upper body stretching. Here, I'm going to be using just the space that you can see on screen. If you've got a chair, a bench, a wall, an ottoman, like whatever other support you have, that'll be helpful for these stretches, but you don't necessarily need it. Okay, so just watch. So I think the first stretch is the main one, but I'll be using this. We're gonna go ahead and get started with some gentle upper back stretching, all right? That area of your spine that is up here between your shoulder blades, we're gonna be focusing on that right now. So we're just gonna get into position. I've got my hands on this bench. Honestly, something higher would probably be better, so if you have a wall, that's great. And we're gonna start with our hands just beyond shoulder width apart. Okay, so starting there, and we're just gonna lean into it. Lean into it, focusing on opening up through your shoulders rather than your low back. So just staying heavy down through the shoulders. Take a few breaths here. Come back up, walk those hands out a little bit, same thing. So just dropping down, opening through the chest, opening through the shoulders, focusing on stretching through that upper back and not as much through the lower back. and back up. Walk the hands out one more time and drop down. Again, we're trying to stay heavy through our chest, heavy through our shoulders, and focus on leading through that upper back and not so much the lower back. The lower back just follows what the upper is doing. Take a few breaths here. And back up. All right, so we should be feeling that now through our shoulders. We should be feeling good through here. If you want to do some shoulder angles, you can do those now. But this is a great stretch for if you spend a lot of time sitting every day, if you're kind of hunched over a computer, and if you feel like you just need to open up through here to improve that posture. So the next position we're going to get into is the rollover chest opener. I love this one. So we're going to lay face down. What we're going to do is we're just going to be alternating side to side for opening up our chest. Okay, so I'm going to show you how this works. You're laying down, belly flat, arms out to the side like a T. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to, using my left arm, I'm going to push off here and take that left leg, and it's going to roll over with me so that I'm feeling this stretch through the right side of my chest. We're just going to hold for a second. And then we're going to come back. We're going to repeat the same thing on the other side. Taking this hand, pushing into the ground, rolling over with my right leg. And we're opening up through the chest here. So you should feel a really good stretch through that pec muscle, through that shoulder. Holding for a few seconds. And going, ooh, we're kicking over plants and going back. Over. Picking up the plant. If you are kicking over plants or if you're doing anything, pick yours up. And we're gonna go back. And we'll do two, let's do one more on each side. Here, depending on your flexibility, depending on how tight your shoulder and chest are, what you can do is you can either use this hand to push more into the ground or just turn your hip over, right? If you turn that hip over, that's gonna help you continue pulling to open up through there. All right, so the next stretch we're going to do, instead of stretching the front side of our body, as a reminder, we have now hit this, done through the upper back, we've done our chest, we've opened that up. What we're gonna do next is the back side, all right? So here, through that back of our shoulder, through the back and side of our shoulder, these upper back muscles, we're going to use a thread the needle. I'm just going to move my bench forward. That's not our way. All right. So similar position. What we're going to do is on all fours here, take one arm, and we're going to thread it through. Okay, it's called a thread the needle. So we're going to take that up, and we're going to go through. And we should be feeling this through the back side of our shoulder, feeling it a little bit in your mid and upper back. Holding for a few seconds. Coming back up. Repeat on the other side, so lift that arm up and thread it through. And here what you should be doing is keeping your hips back, pushing slightly with this hand into the ground to deepen the stretch, holding for a few seconds, and back up. Up, thread across. Let's do two more on each side. And up, and across. And none of this should be hurting or should be uncomfortable. It should just be gentle stretching. And this is the type of stuff, I don't do it all the time. I don't do it after every workout. I do it maybe a couple times a week, just to make sure it stuff's feeling okay. Nothing's getting too tight. Sunday's a perfect day to do it before the new week. We're gonna get back up on our final upper body stretch. Okay, this is a good one. So this one is perfect. At this point, as a reminder, we've done a bit through our upper back and upper spine. We've opened up through the chest muscles, which helps relax the shoulders. We just did the back side of our shoulders. What we're gonna do now is something that's great for still opening through that upper back, helping with posture, but also releasing your traps, okay? Those upper neck muscles that can really get tight if you are sitting at a computer, if you are staying sedentary throughout the day. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go down, we're gonna sit on our heels, Bring it down into child's pose. So here you're just stretching your arms out in front of you, keeping your weight back. You should feel a stretch through this part of your arm, your back, kind of inside your hip. So what we're gonna do from here is we're just gonna feel that stretch, keep a little bit of tension on your hands, and what I want you to do is plant your elbow and bring this back. And when you bring it back, I want you to press into that elbow. You should feel this all the way through here, as well as up here a little bit. And alternate. Pressing into that elbow as you bring that hand up. Two more on each side. 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right, so we're gonna come up. We're gonna move over to some quad and hip stretches. Hopefully we're doing well. I can't see the comments while we're on the stream, so hopefully we're doing well. We're following along. What we're gonna start with here is we're gonna start on our right leg. We're going to be doing a rocking hip to hamstring stretch. So if you put your leg in front, we get into a half lunge position. What this is going to be great for is opening up through your quad, that front of thigh muscle, as well as your hip, as well as the hamstring of this leg. The hamstring is the back of thigh muscle. So all we're going to do is rock forward and then back. Forward and back, like that. And again, we're not sinking too deep into the stretch. We're just kind of going through the motions right now. As we progress through the stretches, we'll sink deeper into them, but we don't want to do that right out of the gate. And when we're in this position, what you want to focus on, instead of getting lazy and just arching your back, here we want to keep our glutes engaged and down. That's going to help deepen the stretch through the front of your thigh, through that quad, through that hip. So here we're keeping the hips forward, and then we're shifting back to feel in the hamstring. That's forward and back. Forward, back. As we're forward, we're feeling through that hip, we're feeling through that quad. This stretch I'm definitely feeling right now. And back. Let's do a few more of these. Let's go for 3 more. So that's 1, 2, 3. We're going to switch legs. So we're going to put the left leg in front. We're now going to be stretching the right quad, the right hip flexor, as well as the left hamstring. So we're going to start here. Forward, keeping those hips forward, keeping the glutes engaged. And then we're going to rock back. Let's go for 5. 4, 5. All right, so the next stretch you're going to move to is going to be a low lunge variation. So we're going to start again on the right leg. We're going to get into position. So it's similar to that position we were just in, except instead of being more here, we're going to allow that back leg to go back. So we're going to go from here. All right, so move that back knee back as far as is comfortable for you. We're staying low here. Then what we're gonna do is, I don't know if you can see my back toe, we're just gonna press up. So we're gonna go from here to here. And what you should feel as you lower with each rep is we're controlling the stretch, right? We're slowly sinking into the stretch. So we're gonna go for 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Switch sides. We're going to put the left leg in front now. We're going to get again into that low lunge position. So that means we're just going to move that back and back as far as is comfortable for you. If you can't quite do this, that's fine. So we're going to get there. We're going to keep that back toe and we're going to press up through it into a high lunge. And drop down. Up As a reminder, we should be feeling this through the right hip. If we've got the left leg in front, back, right leg back. We're feeling it through the right hip and the right inner thigh. 4, 5. All right, what do we got for our next stretch? So the next one is going to be an even deeper quad or front of thigh stretch. You can do this with a support if you have it. If you don't, you can try that as well, but I am going to use my bench for support. So all we're going to do is we're going to put that right leg forward again. We're going to get into the high lunge position. If you want to hold on to a support, if you want to hold on to the wall, if you want to just do it without anything, that's fine. What we're going to do from here is we're going to grab this back leg with the opposite arm. So if my right leg's in front, I'm going to take my right arm, I'm going to bend this side, and I'm going to grab the toe. All right, it is a more advanced stretch. If you're not quite there yet, just kind of go through the motions with me and do your best. You can even just hold this hips forward position if you're feeling a stretch from this. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna lift up, we're gonna grab this, and we're gonna slowly rock forward. Keeping those glutes tight, keeping the hips forward, and do a few breaths here. It's hard to relax into it. I don't think I ever will fully relax into it. Just feel that stretch build. Okay, so we're gonna switch legs. We'll do this a few more times on both sides. So my left leg is in front, my left arm is out, and we're gonna grab the right foot with that. Bending it up. Sitting forward, keeping my hips down, glutes tucked, and really feel that build through your quad. All right, so we're gonna move through to the next series here. We're gonna be focusing on the adductors and hips, all right? So we're gonna get a little bit of hamstring as well as a little bit of inner thigh here. So what we're gonna start with is a side-to-side lunge. So all you're gonna do is stand up tall, feet just beyond shoulder width apart, and all we wanna do is go like this. Keeping your hips back, keeping your hips low. You should be feeling this through the inner thighs. You can put your hands out front, you can put them on your hips, you can put them on your knees, whatever's comfortable. And by keeping those hips back, we should feel a stretch in the hamstrings. When we're coming up here, we're feeling this in our hamstrings. When we're going over here, we're feeling this in the inner thigh. Just keep going back and forth. Let's do 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep your hips back. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, so what we're gonna do next is we're gonna sit back down on the ground. We're gonna do a few more stretches before we're done. I'm all about efficiency when it comes to stretching. What we're gonna do is put your legs in a V, whatever is a comfortable distance for you. If you're not this flexible, don't worry. If you're more flexible, do that. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna sit tall, hands going in front of us. And what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be doing an external rotation at the hip. And move away from the wall a little bit. So all I want you to do is think of rotating your knees outwards. All right, the only way to do that is to rotate at your hip. So I want you to do 10 of them. Sitting tall, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and just rock forward. This shouldn't be too deep of a stretch, just rock forward for a few seconds. Walk back up, 10 more. 7, 8, 9, 10. Walk forward just till you start feeling the stretch. Keeping that back straight. We're not hunching forward, we're not cheating, we're keeping our back straight. Walk it back up. Let's do 10 more. And all these numbers of sets are just kind of arbitrary. They're just easy numbers. You could just as easily do 8, you could do 12, you could do 15. We're gonna walk it forward. If you cramp up at any point, I just got a cramp. Just put it back out. Hold for a few seconds. And here we should be feeling this a little bit in our hamstrings, those back of thigh muscles, as well as especially, we should be feeling this along the inner thigh. All right, so we're gonna do one more stretch. Getting into that V position again, what we're gonna do is we're going to work towards moving our torso towards the ground. This is one of my favorite stretches to ease into this position. This is something I definitely work towards if you struggle with having tighter inner thighs, if you struggle with hamstring flexibility, you can work towards this, you can work towards toe touch. I like this one better. So what we're gonna be doing here is we're gonna be walking towards that point where you first start feeling the stretch. If you feel the stretch from up here, that's fine. We're gonna walk forward to here, and what we're going to do is we're going to alternate between pressing back through our back and coming forward. All right, when we come forward, I want you to focus on staying straight through the entire back. The way a lot of people cheat this stretch is by going like this and reaching with their arms. That's not doing anything, right? I could slump and reach all the way down here. The way that we're gonna feel this stretch is by keeping our back straight, all right? We don't wanna cheat the stretch. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to where we're first starting to feel it. We're going to go hunch, up and in, and then we're gonna go straight back. Okay, so this is easier, this is harder, but we're gonna do this, we're gonna walk as far down as we can go in the back up a little bit. All right, so right to where we're feeling it, push back, pull the belly button in, and come forward. Hold that for a few seconds. What we're gonna do now is we're gonna walk down, keeping that back as flat as you can. Hunch, pushing back against the ground, pulling your belly button in, and forward. Breathe through this. Inch your hands forward a bit more. Push into the ground, and forward. And if you're getting stuck, if you can't go forward anymore, you can just start walking it back and doing the same thing until we finish this one. You're gonna walk forward a couple more. We're gonna push into the ground, trying to hunch your back as much as you can, and forward. And here, as we continue walking up, make sure that you are keeping that back flat. If your back can't stay flat, then don't walk out any further. Just start walking back in from there. The goal, of course, being eventually to get to the ground. So we're gonna step out a couple steps more, push into the ground, and come forward. Now this is probably my limit for keeping my back flat, so I'm just gonna start walking it back up. And a couple steps in until we return all the way to the starting position. So that is a super simple stretching routine. That's just an example of something that I would do after a run, after a workout, on a Sunday at the end of the week if you're just looking for something to do, to move around. And that is it for today's live stream. All right, so I will be releasing an updated schedule for this upcoming week. I think we might be doing a couple things differently. But yeah, I hope you guys had an awesome week. I hope you've been liking the live streams, and I will see you on the next one.